And you apparently have got
I've got a long list.
a long list of people whose fault it is
100%.
that we lost.
I'd like to go through systematically, in no particular order.
Yep.
I'd like your thoughts, and we'd obviously all really like your thoughts. So get stuck in. Who do you think is to blame?
Yeah.
And
Point the fingers. Point the fingers.
That's all we want. We want finger pointing.
Yeah.
I mean, the first is potentially our friend Jordan, who we mentioned last week.
Yep.
I think that's just bad juju, Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, he was there with All Blacks. I mean, did you celebrate? I mean,
That's true. So that's just there. It's a bit of a, Jordan, it just feels wrong. But I mean, again, I must say, props, Jordan, to you for getting that tattoo. I don't think.
See, I will never get a tattoo so that I can always use that as the excuse to never go down that route. Because I could just say, no, I just don't have any. Because you can never have tattoos and then be like, no, I'm not going to do like this.
Anyway, so Jordan's on the list, right? He's there as to who to blame for the Boks loss. There's another one. It's a bit of a story, so stick with me. We're down in Cape Town, as you said, which is lovely. We got invited to a friend's house.
We being you and
myself and the missus, right?
Yeah,
so we get invited with friend's house. We don't know these people. We invite them to their home. They've kindly provided drinks and food for us, and the game is on. And before the game starts, they ask us to do score predictions, right?
She did not.
And so we do score predictions. Everyone's going around predicting, okay, Boks to win by this. There was quite a close game. It was, I had quite a largest margin.
Did you stick to the prediction that you gave here?
I did. I stuck with it. People, I said, yeah, maybe high scoring. And I gave the book to my partner. For context, she's British. And she predicted the All Blacks to win. And she almost got their winning score. I think, what did they win by? Was it 33? She said 32. She's 32-30 to the All Blacks, but that was the black mark in the book. And I think she's partially to blame for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have to almost do a Game of Thrones with the bell. Shame. We'll have to we'll do a live Maul of Shame and hang her on the board.
Have a walk through the studio.
Correct.
She kept saying, well, she was correct, which just made everyone even more.
Sounds like someone who's still sour about 2019.
Yeah. So that's the second, So we got Jordan, my partner. Damien Dialendi might be to blame. And for those of you a bit confused, there is the 100th cap curse on the Springboks. So Percy Montgomery against the All Blacks, 100 cap, we lost.
Yep.
John Smith, 100 caps against the All Blacks, we lost. Jean de Villiers, 100 caps against the All Blacks, we lost. Damien Dialendi.
Doesn't bode well that Pieter-Steph du Toit is making his 100th appearance this weekend against the All Blacks.
So Pieter-Steph, if you ever needed more pressure on you, break the curse. Because
break the curse or sleep late on Saturday.
Yeah, have some dodgy fish or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose there's everyone who's somebody who's going to break the curse. It's got to be Pieter-Steph du Toit. Okay, so that's number 3.
So there was 3, and there was a 4th. I can't remember the 4th now. Do you have anyone that you want to point the finger at?
Well, I've had the finger pointed at me,
which was
very, I thought very unfair because I went through a very emotional day on Saturday. But yes, it was the big 3-0 for me. And
that must have been the saddest happy birthday song.
No, it was.
Because you're also
I'm a Man United supporter, and they lost 2-0 to Hull. And then I sat on my birthday commentating the Boks losing. It was, and then had all the All Black fans in my comments just laughing at me. I was not respected.
So I'm sorry. Okay, you are going on to this. That's 4. A question finger.
Yeah.
Do we point it at Matt Carley, the ref at TMO? Because I've got some thoughts on this. How do you think Matt Carley did in the refereeing of the situation?
I mean, I think that my frustration at the moment just comes to the way it kind of it's all happening, like the methodology at the moment, the process, I think, is my frustration. And we've seen it. We go to the TMO for this, and then we go to the TMO. I mean, literally at the time where we said, no, there's foul play, and we went to go and look at Jasper Wiese. We decided that wasn't a yellow card. And then they said, okay, cool. Now we need to look at this. And I'm like, we cannot start going play by play by play by play by play by play by play. So I think the scrums, are always a bit of a gamble, to be honest. I mean, even Junior Villiers today was basically saying that he didn't really see a different picture from when we won that scrum penalty to when we lost the scrum penalty. He says, but that's kind of where it is. I mean, definitely seen worse cases. I think my frustration at the moment just comes with the process at the moment. I just think that the TMO is supposed to be a referee's aid, not an extra referee. And now we're just bouncing between. I make my decision, then you make this decision, then I make the decision, either you make the decision for me and I don't make the decision, and I'm going to get involved here and he's not going to get involved here. It's very, very messy.
No, it is. And I mean, to be fair, I thought Matt Carley actually did quite well. One, managing the game. I thought he was very good with the players, and there was some people that came up to me, he was like, you're not the captain, off you go, this is this. So I thought like game management was quite good. TMO involvement I thought was limited, and I think there were, again, people I was watching with were screaming for TMOs. That was a forward pass, I think it was a Geordie Barron cross to the wing where they ended up scoring the one try. And it didn't get involved. And again, I was actually happy with that limited TMO because we've been complaining for so long that the TMO is getting involved in everything and slowing the play down and this, that, the next. And so I thought we cannot look and blame. It's the one thing I think we can't.
I mean, with South African, we can. We'll find a way.
We'll find a way, but we shouldn't, because actually I thought it was quite good. But there are potentially 2 South Africans I'd like to point the finger at.
Okay.
And these are very controversial.
Right.
Because they're 2 very big South Africans as well. So, Eben Etzebeth and Peter Steph du Toit. 2 separate reasons.
Massive.
Arguably the largest.
150 tests between, 250 tests between them. Yeah.
So, first one is, I felt like we were getting into the 22, exerting all that pressure. The All Blacks were giving away several penalties quite quickly after one another and in key positions. Now, I didn't see it because maybe it wasn't the camera angle. So Peter Steph, maybe you did do it. And apologies, you can beat up Stephen on instead of me. But
Sure, I feel about this.
Was he going to the ref and saying we're in a red zone area here? There's been a few penalties together. I felt a card should have come way earlier. We were hoping, I think, in that final scrum to milk the card because it was like it had to come.
100%.
But I personally felt like I'd seen cards being given sooner. Maybe Matthew Carley wasn't wanting to give a card, maybe not to keep people on the field so it's a fair contest. But I just wonder from Peter Steph, was he going to the ref and just in the ref's ear, just saying, hey, there's been a few rapid ones?
I said that. I said if Sia plays this weekend, the biggest thing we get back is the leadership point of view and the ref rapport and being there. And I think Peter Steph Toy has always been such an incredibly phenomenal player. He's quiet and reserved. And I don't doubt the team already around him. But again, I do think a big learning for him at the moment is the communication with the ref. In many ways, as well, I've been quite impressed when Jesse Creel's had a couple of opportunities on field to communicate, is that he is quite. Even actually didn't have to having a conversation with the touch judge during the game saying XYZ, XYZ.
Yeah.
So
that's one.
That's Peter Steph's Toy, bold, yeah.
So then the next finger at Eben, and it's a shaky finger. That final scrum, the pressure was on. It was go. The All Blacks were gassed. Let's get the scrum, and he had to change his boots, and that just gave 5 minutes to settle. Breathe, reset, talk. The pressure almost relieved itself, which I think was a mistake. And I think had we gone for it and we just scrummed, I think it would have been a different outcome there, as opposed to giving them a chance to reset.
Okay, so either at Evan or at Adidas if we want to try and if it comes to us, but maybe just blend the boost.
That's true. That's fair. You see, smart. Think smart, not
try. You're a scapegoat. Well, I can't have Peter Steph and even coming at me.
No, because you are in the press room with them sometimes and stuff.
I am, and they are large. And
anyway, those are I think I'm out of fingers to point, Steve.
Well, there we go. So Wes has got a list. Feel free to add to the list and maybe even rank the list. Firstly, I'm pointing fingers at the person who predicted the All Black score. But that's just me. Speaking of people that we need to shame and fame, let's move into the Maul of Fame, because this week it is Maul of Fame, and we can also have a look at where the Maul of Shame was last week.